Yes, this is Patricia.
My wife, she's like, I don't know, something's going on with her.
Okay. Can you describe what's going on, the symptoms?
Like she's freaking out, like somebody's out to get her.
Sir, give me just 1 second. We're going to get help on the way. I'm putting in some information for him, okay?
That 911 call lasted 6 minutes. He never once mentioned the cup. He never mentioned that she was pregnant. And by the time detectives got to that apartment, the cup was already gone.
To know her was to love her, and we're also glad that she was a part of our life.
Ernest Bar and Hideaway, Wedgwood, Houston neighborhood, Nashville. That's where Jade Benning spent the last chapter of her life. Not as a customer, as the person who made the food people still talk about.
A great dessert maker, so she would make creme brulee, and that is something that we refuse to take off of the menu because that was Jade's dish and we have to have it.
Her manager and close friend Lauren Weber says Benning would put her all into her dishes and even more into the people she loved. Weber shares a birthday only a few days from Benning, and to honor her memory, she has her birthday tattooed on her arm.
Birthday and mine are 3 days apart, so we were both Pisces girls, so we always hung out.
And inside the restaurant are 2 memorials of Benning that helps her restaurant family find comfort and peace.
We have a small picture of her that's right outside of the kitchen where she worked, and we light a candle for her every day. And then the employees that are here with me at the end of the night, we actually all blow it out together and tell her good night. We've got a picture by the server station where we see her all the time, and then we all have these bracelets that we wear as well.
Saying goodbye to Jade was hard, but it's remembering all of the happy times she brought to others that helps many who loved her find peace.
She was the glue that basically held all of us together.
She had decided to raise Ivy on her own. She wasn't forcing him into anything.
I want to pause here and ask you something. A lot of you have been through toxic relationships or know someone who has. In the comments, what's one warning sign you wish you'd paid attention to earlier? Your story might help someone watching this right now. And if you're finding value in how we break these cases down, make sure you're subscribed because we drop new cases every your schedule. Now let's get back to what happened next. Ivy Blair. That was the name Jade chose. Before she told him, before the conversation happened, before any of it, she already knew.
She was the glue that basically held all of us together.
The man who called 911 that night, his name was Blay Anthony Taylor, and the only reason you need to know anything about him is what the people who trusted him said under oath.
And then Blaze's mother took the stand. She testified on her son's behalf, told the court that Blaze had never been in trouble, never had any legal problems, not even a traffic ticket. She insisted he was a good person, and she stood by him completely.
What did your son tell you?
He was in the hospital, and that's the only information that he had at the time was that they had said that Jade had COVID. And then a little bit later, I think that she went to ICU, and then he was separated in another room from her family. He has not had any legal problems, no arrests.
As everyone now waits for more answers, come May. Nikki Hauser, News Channel 5.
When he calls his mother to tell her this information, the only information he gives her is that Jade Benning has COVID.
She insisted he was a good person.
Mr. Taylor's actions that day are unlike any other case that we have ever had in Davidson County.
And homicide detective Adam Reese.
It appeared there had been some cleanup done.
Say this was premeditated murder.
It's not a spur of the moment type of thing to put drugs in someone's beverage.
And that Blaze may not have let his family know how serious Jade's condition was in the hospital.
He made it very clear that he did not want the baby, he did not want to be a part of the baby's life, and was kind of like ultimately like telling her that she would be a single mom.
She had decided to raise Ivy on her own, and he didn't have to pay child support if he signed away his rights.
6 months into the pregnancy, Blay reached out, said he wanted to talk about the baby, said he wanted to figure things out. Jade let him come over, made dinner, sat across from him at her own table, and at some point during that evening,
appeared there had been some cleanup done. It's not a spur-of-the-moment type of thing to put drugs in someone's beverage.
2 dinner plates, evidence that 2 people had eaten together, but there was only 1 glass. If 2 people were having dinner and drinks together, where was the second glass? The only one on the table had alcohol in it, and Jade was 5 months pregnant, so she wouldn't have been drinking alcohol. So where was hers? If this was just an allergic reaction like Blaze claimed, why would there be cleanup? And why would a cup be missing?
The U.S. Marshal Service took 27-year-old Blaze Taylor into custody after a Nashville grand jury indicted him on 2 counts of murder for the poisoning death of his girlfriend and her unborn baby back in February of 2023.
When she called me, she never said hello. She never said my name. She never acknowledged that I was on the phone. She sounded like very wavy, and she started to say, you did this to me. You put something in my drink. I knew my drink tasted funny. I can't even walk straight. You did this so something could happen to the baby. Really, I was like, Jade. She stopped responding.
Jade was having an allergic reaction. She wasn't forcing him into anything. She had decided to raise Ivy on her own, and he didn't have to pay child support if he signed away his rights.
February 27th, 2023, 2 days after Jade was rushed to Vanderbilt University Medical Center, Ivy Blair passed away. Jade kept fighting. Her family had come to Nashville. Niga hadn't left the hospital. March 6th, 2023, the day Jade Benning was supposed to turn 25 years old.
We have a small picture of her that's right outside of the kitchen where she worked, and we light a candle for her every day. And then the employees that are here with me at the end of the night, we actually all blow it out together and tell her good night. We've got a picture by the server station where we see her all the time, and then we all have these bracelets that we wear as well.
After Jade passed away, Blay left Nashville, Utah State, then Texas A&M, where his father was on staff. A year went by. Grand jury. 2 counts of first-degree murder. March 14th, 2024, U.S. Marshals found him in a Walmart parking lot. Logan, Utah. Red car. Woman in the passenger seat.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you doing?
Good.
Can I ask your name?
Blaze.
Blaze, I need you to step out of the car for me, okay? What's your last name?
Taylor.
Put your hands behind your back for me, okay?
What's wrong?
You've got a warrant out of Tennessee for homicide. I'm going to tell you straight up, dude. You're going this way.
All right.
I know absolutely nothing about the case. All I know is I was notified that there was a warrant.
Okay.
Okay. So I don't have a choice but to deal with that, okay?
Yeah, no,
so
I understand.
I'm just being totally straight with you. I don't know anything more about it.
He posted $250,000 bond. Walked out April 27th, 2024. GPS monitor. Trial set for late 2025.
And it is a very large bond, Nikki, $2.5 million for Blaze Taylor. And as of this morning, we're not aware that he has paid that bond yet. His girlfriend, Jade Benning, died on her 25th birthday in March of last year. And according to Metro Police, she was rushed to the hospital just days earlier after Blaze Taylor reportedly called 911, saying she was having an allergic reaction. Investigators ultimately determined Taylor poisoned Benning without her knowing while visiting her townhome on Lebanon Pike. After hearing from friends, family, and former coworkers tied to both Jade Benning and Blaze Taylor, as well as a forensic pathologist and homicide detective, a judge set the $2.5 million bond. We're told multiple factors were considered, including that Taylor is no longer a Davidson County resident, but is willing to stay in the area if necessary, plus the fact that he could find a job here or work with his nonprofit, and he has no criminal history. Court documents also say that he is required to wear a GPS monitoring device and he cannot leave Davidson County. He also has a 10 p.m. curfew and cannot contact any potential witnesses.
If this case affected you, you're not alone. Hundreds of thousands of people come to this channel because we don't sugarcoat the reality of these tragedies. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. We cover cases like this every week. And trust me, the next one is even more disturbing. Point to screen. That video right there covers another case involving common theme, social media, sort of domestic violence, etc. And if you want to binge more, I've got a whole playlist of cases that went viral. Click that. I'll see you in the next one.